Hey there, this is Michael Reed of Adaptive Men. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I want to talk to you about this one thing that's just completely screwing over your opportunities in life, especially as a man. It is your relationship with uncertainty. Uncertainty in this context basically means your mind's ability, your body's ability to forecast the future, to understand what might happen next and be okay with the outcome, regardless of how many variables you can control for. And inevitably, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try, how many things you try to control for, how many things you're confident you know, how many things you learn about, how many things you figure out, people you talk to, books you read, all that fun stuff, no matter what you do, at the end of the day, there is always going to be a small percentage of uncertainty you cannot account for. You can't get past it. It's just the nature of the universe itself. And inevitably, that uncertainty gets translated into your mind as anxiety. And in this case, anxiety is going to be physiologically what you're trying to avoid, what you're trying to get away from, what you're trying to handle and deal with. But your ability to handle uncertainty is directly correlated to how much anxiety you're going to experience, as well as how much you're going to be able to manage before you feel a need to get away from it. Something like distractions, numbing out, coping, avoidance mechanisms. This means things like porn, drugs, video games, doom scrolling, Netflix, whatever it may be. This is your brain's opportunity to try to say, I don't know what's going to happen next because I can't account for everything, which means there's some uncertainty in the future, which is going to lead me to feeling some form of anxiety, which I can either try to handle and deal with and learn to cope with and learn to process and handle in a healthy way, or I'm going to use something to get rid of the anxiety. So if you've ever had a time when you may be looking at taking a chance on approaching an attractive woman for her phone number, or trying a new style of martial arts or something, sport you've never been to, something you're interested in trying out, whatever it may be, you're not going to be good at it, which means there's going to be some degree of uncertainty. She may not give you the number. You might actually be bad at it, and you might not actually enjoy it. Whatever it may be, that is going to give you a certain degree of uncertainty. And uncertainty from this point then is going to lead to either option A, go in and see what happens and be okay with the outcome. Option B, run through your ways of trying to alleviate that uncertainty and getting rid of that anxiety. So as far as the thoughts you're going to be experiencing when you do this, when you feel this, when you do all this stuff, when you encounter that uncertainty, you have to understand that when it comes to your body, your mind, everything is connected into the idea of story follows state. What the hell does this mean? This means that if you feel like shit, if you sleep like shit, if you eat like shit, if you think like shit, your perspective of reality is going to be that life is shit. That's just what it's going to be right here. Story follows state means that whatever state your body is in, if you are inflamed, if you are eating crap food, if you're not getting enough quality sleep, if you're not socializing well, if you have a lot of bad memories around the experiences you're trying to do, and you don't have enough exposure, enough practice to see that it's going to maybe work out differently than we think is going to work out, the state that your body is in, the state that your mind is in, the state that your subconscious is in, your memories projecting what I think is going to be based on what has happened so far, all this gets translated into a story. This is what your conscious mind is telling you. So simple example might be when you're trying to approach a woman you're interested in talking to. If you've had a lot of bad luck with women in the past, you've been rejected, you've been dumped, you've been ghosted, all this stuff, these are all the experiences you have of the state based on past experiences going into this new uncertainty, which is talking to a new woman you've never met before, which is going to lead to anxiety. And the anxiety is going to translate itself into a story in your head. The story is going to be, she's uninterested in guys like me. She doesn't care about guys like me. She's probably busy. Even if I did give her number, she wouldn't call me back. She's going to give me a fake number. There's better things I could be doing right now. I'm not really that interested in the first place. Whatever bullshit that your mind can generate, it's not that you actually believe that. It's that you're experiencing uncertainty, which is leading to some anxiety, which is causing your physiological state to alter and change a little bit internally, but there's too much information. Going on in your body to actually tell you exactly that's what's going on, which gets translated for simplicity for your conscious mind to be a story. And all of this is connecting into your opportunities in life, how much you see, how much opportunity you can experience, and what opportunity you see to actually try and do things and how much opportunity there is to actually accomplish. How many women out there can you actually get the phone number for if you actually approach and give it a try? If you're okay with the uncertainty of getting rejected, getting ghosted, whatever it may be. However much uncertainty you can tolerate is very much a function of how you're treating your body, how you're treating your mind. If you're thinking like shit, if you're eating like shit, if you're sleeping like shit, if you generally feel like shit, this is all going to get translated into a story in your head that's going to tell you, don't bother. It's not worth it because I can't tolerate the uncertainty because it's generating too much anxiety because I can't tolerate the anxiety. So then what the hell do we do about this? How do you go about alleviating this anxiety, or in this case, handling more uncertainty? So then 3 quick things we could talk about as to how to get rid of this, how to improve your relationship with uncertainty and by extension, anxiety, and by extension, your ability to see more opportunities in life that are right in front of you that you just can't see because your mind is so preoccupied with everything else. Number 1, stop arguing with your biology. This means clean up your diet, get more sunlight, start socializing on a more regular basis, limit social media screen time, get back into an exercise routine, improve your sleep, start setting goals. All of this stuff is going to essentially affect your perception of your own reality, whether you like it or not. This is just a function of how human beings have evolved throughout the millions and millions of years we've been evolving. Essentially say that if you're hungry, you might be in a bad mood. If you're not getting enough sunlight, you're not getting enough vitamin D, you're not feeling as good as you could. Sunlight alone has over 500 plus different mechanisms of what it activates and affects in your body. And sunlight is heavily correlated with your sleep schedule as well. So if you're getting effective morning sunlight, this is the quickest way to set a proper circadian rhythm and get better sleep by basically saying, when sun hits your eyes first thing in the morning, you're going to be sleepy about 12 to 14 hours from that moment. Socializing. If you have no one to talk to on a regular basis, if you're not spending time with people, even if you're super introverted, somebody you can have deep conversations with. If you're super extroverted, going to open social events where you like to do these kind of things amongst people. You can't argue with the fact that you just need to be around people in some context. Social media, simplest way, just start cutting down on your screen time, start reducing doom scrolling, start reducing Facebook, Instagram, put barriers, put friction in place to stop you from getting into that, because this is the fastest way to make yourself think like shit. Because your brain and your mind were not designed to handle this much exposure to other people's lives 24/7, which is going to misrepresent your perception of their reality versus your reality versus where you're supposed to be in life. Exercising, there's no shortage whatsoever of content out there and research, piles and piles and piles of research pointing to the fact that exercise is going to dramatically improve how you feel, how you think, and thereby how you operate in the world. And the last one within this one is just setting goals for yourself, meaningful, reasonable goals of whatever you might be interested in trying to achieve, whether it be an exercise goal, it be a dietary goal, so whenever take any one of these and start to say to yourself, what food am I eating that's crap right now that I can cut out for this week? That's a goal for the week. What ability can I get to getting outside in the morning, first in the morning, just get some sun in my eyes, spend 10 minutes out in sunlight by myself. Who am I talking to that should be in my life, and who am I talking to that should be out of my life? How much time do I actually spend on social media per week? Do I actually get to the gym or at least some form of exercise, plyometrics at home, calisthenics at home, just going for a walk out in the woods, like getting some kind of healthy exercise? Are you actually getting to sleep at a regular hour every night? And do you actually have goals ahead of yourself of what you actually want to do? And if you don't have these, you're basically arguing with your own biology. You're not going to win that fight. No one does. No one can. Outside of pharmacological means, you're basically fighting millions of years of evolution of things that you know you should be doing. That's going to mess with your psychological state. It's going to mess with your ability to handle that uncertainty, handle that anxiety that's going to happen in life no matter what you do. Number 2, detox your mind. If you have a lot of old memories and a lot of repressed emotions and traumatic experiences, whatever it may be, these things are like anchors in the back of your mind, pulling down every time you try to experience a new opportunity in life. Every time you try to tolerate uncertainty, every time you try to handle anxiety of some sort, all these old memories, all these old feelings are there for a reason, because up until this point, they've kept you alive well enough. If you say, for example, simple example, you're thinking about approaching a woman because you're interested in her, you think she's attractive, but you've been rejected too many times. You've been ghosted. You just got out of a recent relationship and you haven't properly grieved and gotten over the time needed to actually get separation from that thing to let it go. All these opportunities are going to pop into your head as soon as you start to approach this woman or this man or whatever it may be, or this new job opportunity, or this new thing you're trying out, this new sport you want to try out, this new club you want to go to, this new restaurant you've never been to, whatever it may be. If you find yourself constantly coming up with just random narratives in your head saying, no, don't do it, it's not worth it, she's not interested in you, the food's going to taste like crap, they're not going to hire you for that job, that's a telltale sign that you've got something back there in your subconscious, in your memories, and you don't have enough. You have to try to find a way to alleviate that, maybe therapy, maybe coaching, maybe working with somebody. But B, the more you let them sit there, the more they're just going to anchor down on every opportunity that you see in life. And it's just every opportunity is going to be perceived through the lens of uncertainty, too much anxiety. I need to numb that, I need to get rid of it, I need to stop myself. And then number 3, improve your environment. If your house looks like crap, if your apartment looks like crap, if your workplace just feels like crap, your car is disgusting, all these are just going to be reflections of what's happening in your head, whether you like it or not. And this is a simple way to just say, if you can't really get to cleaning up your mind, take a simple task of cleaning up your house, cleaning up your apartment, cleaning up your car, cleaning up your social media, cleaning up your diet, cleaning up everything. Even this is all internal environment. This is internal and external environment opportunities right here. Whatever it may be, make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people. If you're the average of the 5 people closest to you, who are the people you're actually spending the most time with? Are they good influences on you? Are they helping you get to your goals or not? Are they good influences in your life? Are they pushing you in the right direction? Or are they out until 4 a.m. drinking and they're not doing anything proper with their life? Are they party animals? Are they super negative about opportunities towards new things in life? If you are interested in dating and all your friends have just misogynistic, angry views towards women, this is going to mess with your ability in your mind along the way. If you're interested in dating, but you have men who are there to cheer you on and be confident for you to try to approach the girl and see what happens and be okay with it afterwards, but hey, you gave it a shot. It's okay. You'll get her next time, whatever it may be. Your environment, both physically, psychologically, emotionally, is a direct reflection of your perception of reality. So all these 3 things, stop arguing with your biology, detox your mind, improve your environment, all of these 3 things are going to increase your ability to handle uncertainty. And as a result, your ability to manage the anxiety that life is going to throw at you, because no matter what you do, your mind, your body, your subconscious, everything is just a reflection of all these components that is being projected to you, to your conscious mind, as to what opportunities actually exist in life, what can be done. And when things inevitably do go bad, can you handle it? When you are looking at an opportunity where you don't know if it's a guaranteed success, can you handle the failure? Can you handle the uncertainty? Can you handle the anxiety that's going to come along with it? Whatever it may be, these are the easiest and quickest ways to improve your ability to handle uncertainty, and by extension, your ability to handle risk, and then by extension, your ability to see how much more opportunity there is in life to actually get what you want, as long as you start to take control of this. So, if that resonated with you, please leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, shoot me a message, and as always, I'll see you next time.